Hello and welcome to Bollywood Wala. I am Sonup. Friends, yesterday I watched this film called The Personal History of David Copperfield. It's an English film that's currently running in theaters. And let me tell you, I quite enjoyed watching the film. I quite liked watching the film, and I will tell you the reasons why I liked watching the film. But first of all, let me tell you, this film is based on one of Charles Dickens' famous novels called David Copperfield, written way back in the Victorian era in 1850. And now let me tell you the reason behind liking this film. I am a literature student. I graduated in English literature, and while I was studying in college, I used to read a lot. I was a voracious reader. I used to just consume and eat books. So, as a literature student, I had the great opportunity to read all these great novels written by these great authors, and Charles Dickens happened to be one of my favorite authors. And of course, I remember very vividly reading and enjoying David Copperfield back then. I'm talking about 2004, 2005, that time. And even today, David Copperfield and the story that I read back then, almost more than 10 years ago, it's still fresh in my mind. So when I watched this movie yesterday, the novel itself came alive. The words in the novel started taking the shape of those actors, the characters became alive. Those visual images, the locations, the beautiful Victorian era recreated in the film, the dresses, their language, everything just made me absolutely nostalgic, because it was like watching the book David Copperfield come alive through this film called The Personal History of David Copperfield. So according to me, the screenplay that has been adapted for this film, it's a beautiful adaptation, beautifully translated, quite engaging. But also, let me tell you, this is the biggest disclaimer. If you haven't read the book David Copperfield, you may not like the film. If you are not someone who has never had the habit of reading all these big books written by big authors and the literature, then perhaps you may not enjoy watching David Copperfield. So of course, this is a big disclaimer. But if you have read the book like me, then I'm sure you will love watching the film. To a great extent, this film has done good justice to the book of the great Charles Dickens. Performances by Dev Patel, Tilda Swinton, Benedict Wong, everyone is absolutely done a marvelous job. The acting is spot on, very, very, very good. The set, the Victorian era, the language used, the dresses worn, everything will create a nice visual experience. I'm going with 3 to 3.5 stars for the film. If you happen to watch it, let me know how you like this film or dislike this film or whatever your opinion is. But again, let me tell you, if you haven't read the book, I would suggest read the book first. It would then make a lot more sense watching the film, because it will make your experience far more worthwhile. When you understand how the book is, what is the kind of experience that the book can create, and then when you see the film, you'll say, now this is a good adaptation. 3.5 stars from me for the film. Let me know what is your take for the moment. Ta-ta.